Good morning. I'd like to share with you a story from Matthew 14, verse 22. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of them to the other side while he dismissed the crowd. Jesus had just got finished feeding the 5,000, and he had sent the disciples ahead of him. After he dismissed them, he went to the mountainside by himself to pray. When evening came, he was alone, but the boat was already considerable distance from the land, buffeted by the waves because of the wind against it. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. The Lord is with you." Peter replied, "Tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Peter got down out of the boat and walked on the water, and he came towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. And he cries out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And then he climbed into the boat, and the wind died down. When those who were in the boat then began to worship him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." This particular passage is repeated with the exclusion of Peter getting out of the boat in both Mark and John. What's really significant to this is Jesus' response to them when they see him and they think that he's a ghost. It's really significant because Jesus tells them, "Don't worry and don't fear." Now, here they are in a boat, terrified that something crazy is coming to them. And Peter's reply is to call out to God. And something amazing happens between Peter and Jesus, because Peter logically can't be thinking, I can't stand on water. So an act of faith happens for Peter to get out of the boat and go to Jesus. The crazy thing that happens is, as long as he's focused on Jesus, he's afloat. When he begins to lose focus because of the wind and the waves that are coming from the storm, he begins to sink. And of course he cries out to Jesus, and Jesus reaches down and grabs him. This is a wonderful story, and it's chock full of lessons for me in my life, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, because in our lives, when we're focused on Christ, we can accomplish so many things. It's not until we lose focus that we begin to sink, and we need to call out to God still to rescue us. That is my meditation for today. Go fight, win, and God bless.